Welcome to Digestive Desires. Connecting with the earth through your feet, softening through the knees, allowing your weight to transfer down into the earth. And then taking your hands, the palms, pushing forwards, feeling how this subtly moves the front of your body. Then we're taking the hands back, similar movement. Just see how this affects the front of your body. Then we're taking the thumbs, we're linking them, we're lengthening the arms. I'm going to release them. Circle up, back, up, back, up and back. Let the thumbs link again. If it's comfortable, let the arms lengthen. And then release. So, swinging down, this time to one side, and then to the other side. And again, so forwards, choose a side, and choose another side. So the digestive tract from the mouth down to the anus. We have a flow to connect into this, and we're starting with the weight into the right leg. We're going to bring the left heel to the ankle. We're going to come up and find our tree. Now you can stay here, or if you want, you can bring the leg up. And then we're bringing it down. The arms are parallel. We're bending the knees. And then we're going to stay a moment here. And now we're bringing the arms down. We're bringing the chest down to the legs and taking the arms back. Coming up a little bit until we can take now the left leg back in to warrior one. From here, we're going to bend the elbows. So you have this opening up through the digestive tract. Then the arms are coming forwards. The back leg comes in a little bit, and we have a push, release. So this is echoing the movement of the digestive tract, peristalsis. This kind of push, rest, push, rest its way through the tract. And then we're taking the weight into the front leg. This might be where you stay with the back toes resting on the floor. Some of you might want deeper balance here. And then we'll bring but I'm going to now change to the other side. So the weight now is in to the left, so that the right heel can come across. The arms are up. If you want to balance, you can now take a balance. And then the foot comes down. We have the chair, so we're bending. The arms come down and back. The chest towards the upper legs. Come up a little bit, and then that right leg is stepping back so you can find your warrior one. The elbows bend. The hands come forwards. The back leg comes in a little bit. And we have the peristalsis. Push, 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 push. Transferring the weight into the front. The back foot might stay down. You might come into a balance. And then back. So the digestive tract has its own nervous system. We'll start here. We'll stroke all the way down for the enteric nervous system. So when we take in food, it comes from the outer world, and we're going to bring it through the midline. Obviously, you start at the mouth, you finish at the anus on this midline trajectory. And we're taking the hands in, softened through the knees, feel the connection with the earth, and then cycling the energy here. And then the other way. So we have another flow. We're starting with our legs wider. We're taking the left arm. We are crossing in front of the body. It opens up to the left. If possible, lift that left heel. We come back. We have a soft bend. Keeping the hands placed, we have a deeper bend. We turn to warrior two. We take the front arm, it's sliding down the leg. And then we slide it back up and swivel to the other side. Into warrior two. The hand down towards the ankle. sliding back up. Turning the right foot in a little bit so we can come back to that very deep bend. And we have a softer one. And then we have the right knee, possibly a heel raise and open. Then we come back to the left, possibly a heel raise and an open. Soft bend, deep bend. Turning to warrior 2. Front hand to ankle. Sliding back up. Swiveling into warrior 2 on the other side. Sliding down. Coming back. So the right foot just turns forwards a little. We have the deep bend. We have a soft bend. We lift the heel, possibly, and open. And back. We come in to find our parallel position. Just going to turn. So, mouth to anus, we're going to invert. We're going to roll down. Allow the tailbone to reach up to the sky. Inversion of the digestive tract. And then soften the knees. Bring the tailbone and pelvis forwards as you roll up. Then I need to adjust my camera, but you have time to do another roll down. When you're down there, you can come to hands and knees. If you need supports for that, if you need a drink, then obviously add that into it. I need a drink and then I'll change my camera angle. So a little rock here from side to side on hands and knees. Having a sense of the midline, which organizes the digestive tract so it can start and finish on this midline. And then you can either choose a high kneeling position. I'm going to choose a low one so I don't come off the screen so much. And I actually will turn as well. So whether you're a high kneeling position or whether you're a low one like me, just come to that push movement again. So front, then try it at the back. See if you can now link the thumbs together, draw the arms back, release. We have circles. 1, 2, and 3. Then I will need to come to high kneeling. If you are low kneeling like me, you will need to come here as well. So we have our toes curled under. We're taking the left arm, it's coming up down to the left heel. And we have this half camel. Then we'll change to the other side. Then bringing the arms underneath the lower rib cage, drawing the pelvis forwards a little. You could release the feet if you want to. Looking up to the sky, simple back bend. And down we come to the first flow, which is going to focus on the length of the track. So we start by pushing down through the arms and the legs, but taking the torso up. Then it's coming down. Up again. From here, the toes curl under, and we have a downward facing dog. We're letting the chest now come towards the knees. So if I stay too long in a position, come out, settle some way, or come back in when you're ready. And then back down. We're taking the hands forwards and our torso. So the whole digestive tract has a different experience now. Coming back. We are lowering the arms, the hands probably slide in a little bit. Take the forehead down. So with the tailbone, which is near the anus, we are going to push. So we roll onto the crown and then we pull it back so we rest onto the forehead. So a few more times. The tailbone pushes us on the crown and back. Crown and back. So we repeat again. So focusing in to the digestive tract, mouth to anus, pushing up. Then releasing down. Coming back up. Toes curled under. Downward facing dog. We're letting now the chest move towards the legs. coming back down. The hands forwards to take weight. So tailbone is down, the mouth is up. We push back. The lower arms come down, rest on the forehead. Then the tailbone pushes us onto the crown, pulls us back onto the crown and back onto the crown and back. Take a pause here. And then coming to our neutral hands and knees, we're going to let the weight just shift into the hands. This is the top end, the digestive tract. I'm going to circle here. Then the other way. Then I'm going to shift the weight back. I'm going to do a similar thing with the lower end of the digestive tract. The other way. Then we're into kneeling again. So you have a choice. You can be high kneeling. I'm going to go low again so that I'm more visible in the camera. So the enteric nervous system, the digestive tract's own nervous system. So behind the windpipe, you have your food tube, the esophagus. It starts here, works its way, journey down. Then we have the sense of gathering in from the world, going into our digestive tract. And then we have the cycling of energy in front of the digestive tract. Changing the direction. So our next breath. So we'll start with the left. It will be left knee to nose. And then we take that leg up. This leg, either in one move or several, finds its way to the outside of the left hand. From here, we're coming up. I'm trying to bring the pelvis between the two knees. Let's see if we can lift the heel and bring the arms up. Then the foot comes down and it comes to the mid-line. We're then taking the left hand to the right leg at the back, and deeper bend. Bring both hands down and curl the back toes under, and we come into our folded pyramid. Then we're bringing the hands onto the shins. Lengthening through. And then we come back down. This leg returns. I'm going to do it on the other side. So I'm going to turn, but I'm also going to close the window because there is some noise distraction. You might not hear it, but I do. And we're on the other side. So we bring the right knee to the nose, not touching, but in that direction. And then we're going to take it the other way. From here, it comes to the outside of the right hand. We come up. It might be available that we can bring the pelvis through. It might be available to lift the heel. That kind of deepens. Then the foot is coming flat down. We're going to take it to the center. The right hand is then coming to the left leg, and we have a deeper bend and release. Hands down, back toes curl under. We will pop that in, so we have a folded pyramid. We use our hands and extend. And then all the way back down. Allow the torso just to move in any way that it wants to. And then we'll come to a sitting position. So however you'd like to sit. So we have our digestive tract, mouth all the way down to the anus. That's giving us our support here. Soften around it, but also feel strong at the same time. I'm going to push the hands forwards, which we've done before, and then we're going to push them back. And this time we're going to rest the fingertips and the thumb tips and just lift up through. Feel how this affects the front of the torso. Then I'm going to release the thumbs, the fingers. 3, arm circles. Let the thumbs link. See if you can lengthen the arms back. Soften down. Ah, go again. So after your third push back, the thumbs and the fingertips rest, really lifting up through. We'll find the circles again. 1, 2, and a third. Then, if it's comfortable, link the thumbs. You could just stay and flutter the elbows back, or you might like to lengthen the arms back. Release. So I'm going to push myself back a bit so my legs stay in camera, I hope. So we have a flow. We have lengthened legs. I'm going to take the digestive tract. We're hinging at the top of the legs. I'm just seeing how far down you can comfortably bring it. Just settle here. Then sliding all the way back up, taking the hands behind us, left leg bends. So we have a lift up. So you might stay here. You might want to come down. It is possible to lift that leg, and it might be possible to cross it over. Wherever you are, just let yourself come down, uncross, so that leg lengthens again, and then let the left leg bend. And we'll come back into a fold. And with one leg lengthened, one leg bent, you might find that you release a little deeper. We come all the way back up. And then we're taking this leg, allowing it to come in. So we have our butterfly. We're taking the fingertips and thumbs back behind us. We're lifting up through. And then we're going again. So we have that lengthening. We have the folding. Back. This time it will be the right leg that bends. We have our hands behind and we are lifting up. We might stay here. We might add a leg raise. We might even bend it across. And then we gently bring that down. The left leg returns to a lengthened position. We have the right leg bent. We have that fold again. And then back into the butterfly. Fingertips, thumb tips. So the knees just direct, even if they're here, just have a sense that they can direct down to the earth. And lift up through the digestive tract. Then we're going to take the right leg again. We're lengthening it. We're coming forwards, but we're turning and then arcing over. We'll bring that back. We'll change. Bent leg, lengthened leg, lengthened leg, bent leg. So we come forwards, but then we're turning and arcing. And back. So we're having the left leg in front. We're going to come back into our enteric nervous system. Calming, settled, easy, making the digestive process smoother, easier. Kind of sense of drawing the outer world in. Outer world in. Outer world in. And then energetic cycles, circles, change, direction. Oh, one more flow. We are with this left leg in front. I'm possibly going to need to just turn a little bit here. So I'm going to balance with it. The underneath leg, we're going to take the hand of the underneath leg, which is the right, the left comes back. And we have this twisted boat. We can have a little rock here. If it's available, lengthen through the legs. And then bring that back. So I'm the one that's gone to the side, so I need to just turn back to be in the same direction as you. And then we arc over to this left side. The upper hand comes down onto that left knee. The left hand comes round, we twist. And then the back hand is going to arc up and over towards the right knee. We come back. Both legs extend into a fan. And then we arc over the left. we come back. We bring the digestive tract down towards the earth. Hands, lower arms possibly, maybe even the mouth. We ease our way back up. Ready to bring the right leg in front. And we can then pick them up. So the left hand to the left foot. Oh, I haven't swiveled this time to show you, have I? Then we take that right arm back. Some people might be able to lengthen here. And then we come back in. So I'm just turning to be in the direction that you are. We are arcing over to the right. The top hand onto the opposite leg, the other arm behind. We have a twist. The back arm is coming up and over to the other knee. We release that. We let the legs open into the fan. We arc to the right. We come back. And then hands, possibly lower arm, possibly the digestive tract. And we ease our way back. Bring our legs together. And make our way down to the earth. So here, I'm going to place the hands on the projecting hip bones there, and just let the tailbone push down and up. Allow the mouth to be softly open, and just feel that ripple from anus to the mouth. So this is a tube. In some places it's narrow, in some places it's very wide, that travels right down the body. Take a pause. And let our hands come to the lower rib cage. And here's the very busy part of the digestive tract. So obviously you have the mouth, and then behind the windpipe you have the food tube or the esophagus. And where your hands are now, to the left you have the stomach. Underneath it you have the pancreas. And on the other side, quite near the solar plexus, tucked under the liver, you have the gallbladder. So when the food's been mixed in the stomach, it becomes a fluid called chyme, which will go into the small intestine, right in the solar plexus area. And then you have pancreatic juices and also bile coming in here too. So we have a little massage. And we'll settle the hands, let the knees go from side to side. Then I'm going to lace the fingers together. Then I'm going to come right over the head, taking us back up to the upper digestive tract of the mouth, the esophagus. We'll bring the arms back down along the side. Then we're pushing through the feet, the arms, the shoulders up into the bridge. So here, the right heel might lift. You might lift the leg bent or straight. It also might be possible to rest that leg cross and then coming out. Lace the fingers and we reach away. This will also open you up in the solar plexus as well. Which also happens in the bridge, which we're going to do again on the other side. So arms are down, we push, we come up into the bridge. There, we lift heel. We could stay there on the left side. We might come bent leg, straight leg, or bending across. And then we just soften out of this, whichever one we were in. Bringing the hands underneath the collarbones. Tuning into the breath, feel the movement that it makes. Having a sense of peace and ease. We have the enteric nervous system here. Taking this breath away and thus now down to the lower rib cage. Waves of breath. Calming, relaxing the digestive tract. So the small intestine starts in the solar plexus area. It's very, very long. It winds round itself, and the body is the belly. So bringing the hands to the belly, and maybe have a little massage here. We'll then rest the hands on the belly. Feel the rise and fall of the breath. And letting that breath awareness melt into the background. The right hand just coming to where the appendix is, or the space where it once was. If you come to the very top of the appendix area and just a little tiny bit across to the left. This is where the small intestine and the large intestine meet. So we're going to press now up this right side. You're inside the hip bone. I'm going to press up there. And this is the first part, the ascending part of the large intestine. I'm going to bring the knee up and have a press into that. And in a circle. You might feel this massaging both the large intestine and some of the small intestine here, then the other way. We're taking this leg, possibly will rest above the knee on the right. Sorry, above the knee on the left side. It's right foot, left upper leg. Just like that. Wing open and close. You might then be able to take the hands up to the back of the left leg. You could stay with it bent. You could have it straight, have a little pulse. Then the left leg is bending back down. It's going to straighten itself. We're taking the left hand to the outside of the right leg, taking it across, the right arm comes out, and we have spinal twist. We come back. We come to bend both legs again. We're just pressing now from the right side across underneath the lower rib cage. This is the transverse part of the large intestine. And then when you get to the far left, if you press down to the inside of the hip bone and back up, so it's only about halfway down this time. So this would be the descending large intestine. If you stop just inside the hip bone here, and then just imagine it crossing to the midline here. So if you take your left leg, you press it, it's going to come into the sacrum at the back there, and the large intestine travels to that place to descend as the rectum and the anus. So from the pulse, we will circle again. Change direction. And then take the foot, cross, have a wing. Then the right leg comes up. Pulse again. You might be able to lengthen that leg too. And then we bring that down. We let this leg lengthen. We take the left leg across, the left arm comes out, and we have a pulse. And I'm going to use this to take us onto our fronts. So gently let the mouth relax, let it open. And let the tailbone move up and down, connecting right through the digestive tract. Then we'll start at the lower end. We'll take the hands underneath the projecting hip bones. You can either rest on chin or forehead or lengthen the head away from the mat. We're going to let one leg rise and then the other. This will stimulate the intestines, the rectum and the anus. We'll let that settle. We're going to take the arms to the sides, drawing in the abdominals, the gluteus muscles, lifting up and down. This time, if you want to, you can add in the thumb link, lifting up and down. We'll take a pause. And we're going to do those two moves again, but bring in the legs as well. So bring the legs together, draw in the abdominals, the gluteus muscles, the legs lift, the upper body lifts, the arms lift, and then lower back down. So you can repeat it just as it was, or you might want to add in this thumb link. Let the arms lengthen and we lift. And back down. Come to your pillow again. We're taking now the left arm out here. Now, when you do this next move, if you find that it's uncomfortable here, then you can travel it anywhere from there to the side of your body. We turn our heads to the right palm is down, the right leg then lengthens, you roll, it can hang or it can come flat down. And then we return. There, that arm is coming in. It will be the right arm. So in line with the shoulder, unless you know that's going to be really uncomfortable. If it is, it just comes down somewhere near to the side of the body. The left palm is down, the elbow is up. We lengthen the left leg. It can suspend or it can come down. We roll back. Both arms coming alongside the head. Sliding left arm and leg away, then right. Connecting into the midline. And then taking both hands, sliding you into a low cobra. So feeling the connection from the anus all the way back up to the mouth. And then we come down a little bit. We use the hands to push us up into hands and knees. Again, we'll let the torso find a bit of mobility. And then we're going to come to a comfortable sitting position. So whatever feels good for you, your legs can be lengthened, crossed, one of each. So fingers to the mouth. Starting here, we're going to take that down. Imagine behind the windpipe here, you have the food tube. So it's coming down and it's going to make its way to the left where you have the stomach. And then we take the hands to the lower rib cage. The fingers are coming in. So in where the fingers are is the solar plexus. The stomach will come in to the small intestine here. Underneath, the pancreas duct will come in. And then on the right, the gallbladder duct, and they'll release their juices into here. That's the beginning of the small intestine. And then it's going to wiggle and jiggle all its way here. Has a long journey, but this is where the absorption takes. And then we're coming to the right hand side where the appendix is. We're coming up a little bit above that, and it's here that the small intestine and the large intestine meet. So it goes up the right, it's going across, halfway down the left, and then it will come across to the midline, the sacrum area. So just rub, obviously it's coming in front of this, and then straight down to the rectum and the anus near the tailbone. And then I'm going to just cat-cow here. Release the jaw. Feel that rock from the tail to the mouth. And then come to settle. So you feel quite stable here, but also soft and relaxed. We'll come to bring our hands, close our eyes. Notice any sensations that are emerging for us. Itches, twitches, tingles, where we feel comfortable and where we feel less comfortable. Our ears open to the sounds and our skin open to the air, how we feel our external world, at the same time as noticing our internal world. From soft closed eyes, we slowly opening them to the light, to the colour, to the texture and shape the world around us. Thanking you very much for sharing journey today through the digestive tract. So finding what you need here before you journey elsewhere. So again, thanking you very much for coming on the digestive desires pathway today.